Hey y'all, so I'm getting ready to go to bed and I was in here and I was scrolling and I was thinking like a lot of my friends and stuff, they come to me for advice, right? I'm like, when did I like become the person that, you know, has all this advice or whatever? And I thought about it and it's like probably because I've been through the most and I have the most experience for being like I guess I'm like the test dummy. And so I was sitting back thinking, and I was like, dang, like, how long have I been like going through stuff? And one of the earliest lessons, like relationship wise, lessons that I learned, I remember learning in like high school when a person they don't want you, but they don't want anybody else to have you. So, real quick story. So, when I was in high school, I had my main boyfriend that I dated ever since really when I was in the eighth grade. And every year during track season, he would break up with me. He had to focus on track. But I was so young and dumb, just, naive or whatever. And I used to believe that. But every year he used to have a different girlfriend. He was used to like start dating someone else. So this particular year, which was his senior year, I started dating someone else. Like we had been broken up for a while, so I started talking to someone else. So for a while he didn't know who that person was. He didn't know who I was dating. So one day, I can't remember exactly how he found out, but he found out who I was dating. So all of a sudden, the phone calls started rolling in. He would be calling me, trying to talk to me, but I was not interested. I kept saying like, no, like leave me alone, don't talk to me, like stop calling my phone, basically, right? But he kept calling, and of course, me being me, I kept answering, right? So, again, when he found out who I was talking to, he was telling me like, "You need to leave him alone. We're gonna get back together." And I'm like, "No," like, cause I really liked him. So I was like, "No, like, I found somebody else. Like, you keep playing with me, go be with them or whatever." All right, so I'm gonna get to the point. So he kept saying, "You're not gonna break up with him," and I was like, "No, I'm not." He was like, "You sure?" I was like, "Yeah." So he kept telling me like, "If you don't break up with him, I'm gonna make him break up with you." Mind you, this is a person that does not even want to be with me. Every track season, you break up with me, right? But you don't want nobody else to have me. So he says to me, if you don't break if you don't break up with him, I'm gonna make him break up with you. But I just was like, whatever, like I'm not breaking up with that, like with my boyfriend, because now all of a sudden you see me with somebody else or I date somebody else, now you want me back, right? So sure enough, a couple days go by and I'm sitting in the cafeteria. I can still see this moment, y'all. And mind you, I'm not a spring chicken. I'm up there in age and I can still see this high school moment. I'm sitting in the cafeteria at the table eating lunch by myself, but my back is to the door that you walk in from outside, and I'm sitting right there at that table. Well, the man now, but the boy that I was dating, he was sitting about four, maybe five tables up from me with his friends, and they were all standing around and they were talking. And so, but he can see me. He's facing me because they're standing up. I'm sitting up, minding my business, eating my food, and here comes my ex walk in through the back door, but I don't know he's walking in. And he came and he hovered over me. He put his hands on the table and he leaned down over me and he whispered in my ear, "Didn't I tell you if you didn't break up with him, I was going to make him break up with you?" This is a true story, y'all. I was so shocked. First of all, I didn't even know he was behind me. I was so I was so shocked. I couldn't really say nothing. But who do I lock eyes with? I lock eyes with my boyfriend. And of course, his perception of that was, you are cheating on me. And so no matter what I told him, even though I was not talking to my ex, I was not back with him, I was telling him like stop calling my phone. Although I did answer the phone for him, I was not doing anything, dating him, anything. I didn't even want to go back with him. And he saw that and he basically like broke up with me. We we ended up breaking up. We um we talked on the phone, but it was never the same. He never trusted me basically again because he felt like I was back with my ex. But that goes to show like I've been learning these lessons that I'm giving out advice on since I was in high school, probably before, well before then too. But when I was in high school, people don't want you until they see somebody else want you. But then they don't want nobody else to have you. What kind of sense that made? Just move on with your life. But anyways, that was a quick story time that I just thought about like randomly before I went to bed. But anyways, that's it. That's all. Bye. Have a good night.